Jen. I'm 17 years old. I'm from Thailand.
My name is Louise Højenfrost,
Yeah.
and I'm a teacher at Ranum Efterskole College. I'm 32.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Ida. I'm from Turkey, and I am 15 years old.
My name is Isa, or it's Isabel. I am 28. I am Spanish. I live in Denmark, and I am a teacher here at Ranum Efterskole.
Okay. Sometimes, I guess.
Yeah. Sometimes, yes.
Yeah. I did in my old school. I feel like in Ranum Efterskole, or like just Denmark in general, it might be a little less, because I see a lot of people just doing whatever they want, and that gives me confidence. But in my old school, definitely.
It's a bit of what I put on myself, in the sense of, you know, if I have students who are not having a good time, of course I feel pressure about that, because I really want to help them out. So it's not a job that you can just go home and forget about it. But I will say in general, it's not like too much pressure. I keep up with it.
Yeah, quite a few times, yeah.
Occasionally, yes, I may feel that, or I can be worried that I have enough time to prepare my lessons well enough.
Yeah, all of the time. One of my biggest problems is that I'm afraid of letting down my teachers, especially teachers I look up to, like my science teachers.
No, I'm not worried about that. I know what I can do, and I know where my expectations are, and maybe not everything goes always like I want to, but no, I don't feel pressure about that.
Okay.
I think it might make me feel like less confident sometimes, but I think criticism is sometimes also good, because it can make you know what your flaws and what you're not good at, and so you can improve yourself.
I guess it depends on the criticism, because I know for myself that I work quite hard, and I actually would like to do my job as well as I can. So if it is work related, it depends on what is being said, because I actually do think that I do my job quite well.
It depends on their delivery. I think sometimes I get really just angry or self-conscious because of criticism, because I don't like people treating me like a child. And if they voice it like, oh, it's like you did this wrong, if they voice it like that, it annoys me. But I appreciate constructive criticism, because I really want to improve myself as a person.
It depends on which kind of criticism, because, for example, when it's constructive criticism, maybe a student comes and tells me, well, Lisa, this class didn't work, and I think this is why, or something like that. Then maybe I'll be a bit sad about it, but I will actually be very grateful, because sometimes it's criticism what it helps you to get better at things. Sometimes also to get the perspective of other people can really help me in my teaching. If it's just so no, it doesn't. I wouldn't say it makes me feel weak. It makes me reflect about the things and maybe think about how I can do it better. So I actually, as long as it's like constructive criticism, I always welcome it.
I don't think so. I think I try to be confident in what I'm good at most of the time, I think.
Of course, I will feel guilty if I don't perform as well as I should. Mostly because of the students, because I want to do well and give the students, teach them well.
If you ask me, I wouldn't say that I was skilled. For example, I do a lot of art, and if you ask me, I'd say I'm pretty good. I'm learning. So yeah, I'm an artist, but I have trouble seeing myself as an actual good artist. And a lot of people tell me to stop thinking like that, but it's not that easy.
But then again, I'm in a different, I guess, maybe a different answer for students, but I'm 28 now. I went through many other things you're going through now, and yeah, I reached a moment in my life that I have more confidence in what I can do and my skills. But that took some time, so yeah.
No, I didn't know that before.
No.
Yeah, I think I've heard about, I know about imposter syndrome because it's a thing I get a lot, so.
I did not know that.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I don't think that I think overall I live up to the expectations. So I guess not.
I don't know if it's that easy for me. I don't think I would be able to change anything. Well, maybe if I learned that, for example, people I look up to have these feelings, or people I think that are very talented have these feelings, it could make me feel a bit better for a little bit of time, but overall, I think it's just a big problem I need to sort out.
I guess yes, but I don't really have that much negative thoughts anymore.
What is imposter syndrome? Imposter syndrome refers to the feelings and thoughts that you're not as competent as others might see you. This mental disease can also be referred to as an unachievable level of perfectionism. Characteristics. To mention a few things associated with imposter syndrome, it would be an inability to realistically assess your own competence and skills, belittling your performances, and overachieving and self-doubt. While all these things might add up to a great desire to achieve perfection and in that way motivate yourself, this would probably come with consequence in the form of constant anxiety. Sometimes people also describe themselves as frauds because they feel like they don't work hard enough. Causes. This can go all the way back to how your parents reacted to your work. They might have either given you praise or they might have been highly critical of you, on and off. Overcoming. Right now, imposter syndrome is not possible to medically treat. But if you feel like it has a big negative impact on your life, you can get help from mental health professionals. There are also other ways in which you can try to overcome and/or manage these emotions. Number 1, talk about it. If you feel safe with someone, it would probably help to share your emotions with them. Number 2, be aware of the symptoms. If we spread knowledge about this syndrome, it might bring people comfort, that they're not the only ones with these negative emotions. Number 3, accept that being perfect is impossible. When you look at yourself, you would most likely be able to see both your own strengths and weaknesses. And by realizing these things, you'll get a better sense of self-worth. Number 4, challenge negative thoughts. If you try to go out and do what you think you can't do, you might experience that you're actually not as bad as you thought you were. We know that the words have strength are just words, but if you do your best to exchange the negative thoughts with the positive ones, you would get very far. In the end, these emotions will only worsen your anxiety and may lead to depression. A thing we would like to change is how people react to these emotions. Most people tend to not talk about them at all, much like people suffering from social anxiety disorder. If we can spread awareness of imposter syndrome, much like others have done with anxiety disorders, it would probably leave an impact on the individuals.
Hey, Jenny, friends. It's nice.
Yeah, hi Jenny.
Hi, Jenny. I hope you like us pictures.
Bye. We love you.